Okay, I think I fixed it. Oh, gonna silence that. Okay. That was a slight issue. Hopefully that's working now. And if it's not, oh well, and I'm gonna go cry. So, if you can hear me, let me know. And if you can't, also let me know about that because I'm not 100% sure. I was trying to do a test stream earlier and it did not work. My mic has been very stupid lately, so that's always fun. But hello, how is everybody doing? Hopefully better than me, because I've had a pretty interesting day today. But before I pull up the game and whatever, let me make sure that okay, the description. So this game, I don't know too much about it, and I haven't played with it. I'm going into it blind. However, I did want to watch a quick little video just to make sure what I was getting myself into. And I'm fully aware that there is suicide, self-harm. I think there's mild, frequent language, and just disturbing imagery. I don't know how far we're going to get today. I don't know, but I just wanted to say that before I started because I know that sometimes that can bother people. So just making sure that that is put out there before I start so that I don't get sued. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to close this out so I can open the game. And then I have to switch my screen. Oh god. Oh dear god. Okay. I think I fixed it now. There we go. That's so loud on my end! Oh dear god. No. No, thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm out of breath. I'm gonna wait for it to catch up on my end to make sure that it's working. And then I haven't messed it up. Yay, it's working! Okay. Hopefully the audio is okay. If it's not, let me know. If it is, it is. So, it is what it is. I think it's working good. I can hear it on my end. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. Also, you might recognize my profile picture. It's Natsuki. Okay. Oh, dear God. Okay. Okay, that was fast. Oh, I'm gonna have to read the whole time. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. That's me. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. That's so mean! However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. She looks so frantic. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Chi-Chi. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Okay! Interesting. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. There's gonna be so many clips! Oh no! There's gonna be so many clips. Discord this morning was so chaotic. I'm terrified of streaming this. I second guessed myself. I almost did a Genshin stream. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Chi-Chi, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I hate school clubs. Yeah. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations when I dismissively go along about whatever she's talking about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just by getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That's me. Video games and anime. That's all I need to live. Oh, and food. Uh-huh. I was talking about how worried I was learning that you weren't going to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Why is like Sayori your favorite? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Ooh. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait out for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Our ghost is here. Hello, ghost. You gotta get soup. What are you talking about? You need to go get, like, soup or something. Of course, Sayori is back. Know what? Well, then you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was aware that she had any interest in literature. Look at that face. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she was inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's just cunning as to have this all planned out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Oh no, my voice acting skills suck. I saw a spider running around my desk and now I live in fear of death. Ha! The spiders are taking over, name. Take that. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings the classroom door open. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you not to call me a new member. Oh no. Here come those crappy voice acting skills. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Chi-Chi, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I'm not going to be able to keep this up. All words escape me in this situation. This club. is full of incredibly cute girls. No one do that out of context, please.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right.
It's great seeing you again, Chi-Chi. That's creepy! Monica smiles sweetly. That's not sweetly! That's insane asylum! We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. I'm having a ka-ching photo shoot. The way she bends, dude!
Come sit down, Chi-Chi. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned it, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space... Oh, I'm gonna have to choose. Shoot. Smiley face. Next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Oh, I don't have to choose. Yeah! Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Monica has green eyes. She gets a pass. I don't have green eyes. So, guess I don't get a pass. Name has a thing for green eyes. Name does have a thing for green eyes. Thank God I don't have green eyes.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Natsuki lifts the foil tray to reveal dozens of white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cute little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were such a good such good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know.
She has like fangs. What the?
Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Made them for you or anything.
I thought technically you did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you dummy.
All right. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. You have brown eyes, green eye supremacy, even though I don't have green eyes. I have crystal blue eyes. I feel like I was about to get asked that, so I might as well say that. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. I like Yuri. I'm a fan. Tea is better. She carefully places a teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then stares at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Not the Bend. Well, you know. To be honest, I can't really stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something special. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all the effort into starting something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're full of fun, both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival and that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted of a new member joining. Though I still really don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Chi-Chi, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is a foreign world in... I can't talk. And telling a good story in such foreign world is equally as impressive. Yuri goes on, completely passionate about her reading. I'm gonna read the chat for a minute. I have green eyes! Same, Ghosty. I like brown eyes simply because they look prettier in the sun. That's true, they look gold. My friend has brown eyes. The goddamn eye turns yellow when she's out in the sun. Brown eyes are so magical. I like how green symbolize either evil or nature. Monica should stop bending, +1. I like Yuri's eyes. Bendonica. Bendonica. Name, no. Bendonica. Oh my god. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious that her eyes light up. But it's obvious her eyes light up the way she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can become so deliberately to take your advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is oftenly success at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind our last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything that you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up next to Natsuki and puts her hands around her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess I do sometimes. Why do you care?
I'll introduce No! Name, listen to me. Listen to me right now. You woke up, I texted Ghost. You woke up, you chose violence. One of the people in Discord said, who am I? And then Name goes, Captain Chi-Chi's child. Name. Don't wake up and choose violence. No! Liar! No! Oh my god, no! I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes. I love doing Natsuki's voice. It's so much fun.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. I'm the middle child. Nate, do it for Monica! No, don't do it for Monica! Sharing that level of writing just takes more than just confidence, aka the demon under all the beds. Yeah, there's all the kids' beds. That's the only beds that exist. No, Laya, you're the grandma. We established that. I don't know where you think you're the oldest child now. That's Annual. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Anne and Laya are twins. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. No!
Okay! I have an idea, everyone!
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them together. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Chi-Chi? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I abruptly come forth and say what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club! Sayori may convince me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. They all look so sad! All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Chi-Chi? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if I'm writing poems, the practice I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. I'm abandoning. I know. Oh, yeah, it sounds wrong. I'm abandoning my child. Goodbye. No, Laya! Monica looks over at me once more. Chi-Chi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Chi-Chi, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way home, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day in school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. There's probably like 4 different endings with each of them. If I had to take a guess. Chi-Chi! Wait, Laya! Wait! Alright! I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will follow me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh god. What? Ooh, change of music. Dude. Chi-Chi can start her own life with craft in the car. What?! Okay. I know that there's multiple different endings, and I do plan on like getting all of them. Who do I go for first? Because it says it's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes the poem. Whoever likes your poem the most. What should I do? Which character should I go with? I'm kind of leaning towards Yuri or Natsuki, actually. Nah, you know what? I'll go with Sayori. What would Sayori like? Scar. All right, what do we have here? We have after image. Not sure what that one means. Philosophy, scars, sugar, disarray, vanilla. Not saying that. Fester, judgment, name. I need your help. What does Viviosis and after image mean? Sayori is the easiest. Okay, what should I pick? I don't know. What would Sayori like? I think Sayori likes scars? What? Okay. She does, okay. All right. Well, we have lipstick, destiny, nice, alone, color, empty, passion, uncontrollably, playground. No, Laya, I don't know. That's the thing. Just do random stuff and see what happens. No, I'm gonna go the Sayori route. All I know is that there's a Sayori ending, there's a Natsuki ending, there's a Yuri ending, there's a Monica ending, and then I think there's like an extra one. As far as I know. I'm not gonna choose random things. I'm gonna go for Sayori. Alright, and then next time we'll do Yuri, and then so on and so forth. Yuri, color or playground? I feel like she's super jumpy, so maybe playground. Oh no, that was Natsuki, okay. Flying, electricity, dance, sadness, universe, hair, disoriented, ambient, awesome, whistle. Chi-Chi is the embodiment of a bird, and she is turn one with her No, I actually don't like birds. Maybe disoriented, because she's kind of like crazy. Oh, no, that's Siri. Okay. Doki! Death. Oh, we're choosing anime. I don't even care. Okay, I see these two right next to each other and I want to run for my life. I want to run. No, we're choosing neither of those. Actually, I think Doki, sensation, anxiety, uncanny, lazy, promise, email, chocolate. I think Sayori likes sadness. There is no sadness, so I'm crying because there's no sadness. I'm gonna go with chocolate. I guess I just think like Natsuki, I don't know. Fireflies, rose, imagination, unrequited, sticky, vitality, variance, beauty, misery, excitement. I'm gonna wait for Laya to answer this because I'm trying to go the Sayori route, not for Natsuki. Sayori is lazy. Well, I couldn't choose lazy. It's too late now. What do I go for? I will wait. I'm gonna check Discord while I wait. Make sure there's no chaos. Oh my god, for once it's normal. Excitement. Okay. Yay! Frightening, wonderful, eternity, pure, sing, hop, party, disaster, fun, or fear. I mean, you can look them up if you want. We'll try to go the Sayori route. We'll try to go the Sayori route no matter what. Because, I mean, it seems to be, like, pointing it towards me, like, to go for Sayori. Because that's who we know the best. So, it's strange, though. You can't do it with Monica. Sayori is the one girl that's incredibly excited all the time. But she's actually dying inside. AKA suffering from anxiety and depression. Okay. So, me! Okay, so Sayori is the equivalent of me. Sounds good. Fear or fun? Let's go for fear. Contamination, summer, jump, feather, intellectual, marriage, dream, existence, shopping, whisper. Maybe whisper? But then again, This music's a bop, though. Maybe whisper? I'll wait a few more seconds in case anyone wants to answer that. Jump or existence? Go for existence. That was Yuri. Okay. Happiness, Valentine, Virgito, pout, hopeless, fantasy, cheeks, tragedy, disown, friends. Existence is too fast for Sayori. Seems like something Yuri would like. Yeah, that's true. Maybe friends, because we're like best friends with Sayori. Marriage! I think friends, because like we're best friends with Sayori, right? Yeah. Yeah! Rain cloud, tenacious, I don't grammar. Laugh, ocean, memories, sweet, vacation, cheer, flee, lust. Memories? Memories? I looked up the answers, Gigi. Maybe it's memories? Friends is either Natsuki or Sayori, yeah. Memories, I'm thinking. Right? Probably. I'll go with memories. Wait, yeah? No, oh, vacation. Okay. Okay. Horror, heart, charm, bliss, warm, poof, spinning, boop, aura, or broken. Well, broken is gonna be Yuri. For sure. Horror, heart, charm, bliss. Bliss? I can't do grammar. I didn't realize I actually had to do that. We still have 9 more left! Heart, maybe. Okay. Oh, yep. Silly, agonize. Ooh, agonizing. Bouncy, daydream, time. Amazing, dated, giggle, raindrops, and clumsy. I'm kind of thinking daydream, maybe? Maybe? Bliss is joyful. That's not your, like, bouncy or clumsy. Let's go with bouncy. That was, okay. Inferno, bubbles, determination, calm, holiday, parfait. A kitty I know is Natsuki. Heaven sent, analyst, melody, parfait. My internet speed is so fast. My internet speed is as fast as a llama's brain speed. I know, but she gets, you'll see. What? I'm scared. I know Kitty is Natsuki, so it's not Kitty. Heaven Sent also sounds like Natsuki. Bubbles. I don't know. Maybe I should just look this up. Holiday or bubbles? Well, last time you tell me if and or it was wrong. So we'll wait for Ghost because Ghost knows. Ghost just knows, Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go for holiday. Yep. Okay. Smile, blanket, fluffy, breathe, hurt, rainbow, joy, play, cute, graveyard. Graveyard is Yuri. She just seems creepy. Holiday and calm. Blanket, smile. Maybe smile? I have Google on my side. I'm thinking smile then. I'll go smile. Yeah! Melancholy, landscape, portrait, lollipop, incapable, flower, misfortune, incongruent, secretive, skipping. Maybe melancholy? Although that's kind of dark, so I'm thinking like Yuri's like the creepy one. Misfortune. Okay. Yay! Indulgent, forgive, night count, sunset. Well, kawaii is obviously Natsuki. Defeat, loud, tears, captive, peace. I'm gonna go with peace. That was Natsuki. Okay. Yuri is the creepy one. Okay. I figured. She just seems more like mature and creepy. Nature, Covette, Climax, Games, Mouse, Cage, Nibble, Whirlwind, Vibrant, Grief. Maybe, Nature. Alright. Nature. Menger, Extraordinary, Heartbeat, Twirl, Together, Ribbon, Marshmallow, Crimson, Peaceful, or Love. Nature and grief works. Okay. That was for the other one. Well, she has a ribbon in her hair, so maybe ribbon. That was Natsuki. Every time I don't wait. Headphones, pain, socks, suicide. Excuse me. Suicide. Okay. Puppy, jumpy, vivid, family, special, unending. These are dark. Suicide? You're joking. Ha! I told you she was evil! I told you she was evil. Cry, sparkle, strawberry essence, hope, lucky, papa, fireworks, dark, unstable. Yuri seems unstable, so I don't think it's unstable. Cry also seems like Yuri. Dark seems like Yuri. I'm just anything dark I'm pointing at Yuri. And then anything super cute at Natsuki, and then like in the middle I'm thinking Cry. Okay then. That was creepy. Oh god. Hi Monica! Hi again, Chi-Chi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. That sounded like a craft line. Nah, don't worry. Next thing you know, hey yo. I'm sorry. At least we can confirm Yuri is crazy now. Okay. I'm a Yuri kid. Oh no. This might sound a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Cry, Sayori, dang it you. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Chi-Chi. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack! Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too! I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps all of her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Chi-Chi always gives the best as long as oh, dear God, is having fun. He helps me with busy work even without me asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy and it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Chi-Chi can become great friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Yuri made it sound like such a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal about it if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how this girl accidentally being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheerful conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her immense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. We better not go in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Yuri is crazy, but I like it. Okay, interesting. I close my eyes and end up listening on to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our only chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come to it in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak up their creative minds. Hold on, I wanted to check something. Sorry. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Well, what kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking.
World War III is trending on Twitter. Thank you for that input, name. Love that.
Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That would work out perfectly. Then that wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it's like to see the world through her eyes. Oh god, that was close. Oh! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know. You'll have to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
Chi-Chi, he's in Twitter. Do you know what that means? Name, we can talk about this. We can have a whole conversation. We can talk this out. Okay? You know, we can have Chi-Chi X Crypto. No, better not be. I refuse to log on to Twitter because I don't have Twitter. So I don't have to deal with that. But Nate, look, we can talk this out, buddy. We can talk this out. Okay? What is with your excessiveness with shipping? Like, why? What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. No, you can't talk about it. No, don't do it, Name. You're oversleeping every day, aren't you?
No, not every day. That's not very convincing.
Do it for Monica! No, don't do it for Monica! How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself.
How's it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out everywhere.
Ah!
I run my fingertips through the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. We cannot talk this... Oh, what did I press? Oh. We cannot talk this out. You agreed to being... No. What I agreed to? No. What I agreed to was being lazy. However, it doesn't help the craft didn't deny that. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But no one would never notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie!
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's That's super mean!
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks on you, you'll change your mind. Okay! This is an interesting spot. This is so funny. What is? Well,
I was just thinking how weird it was to have a friend do all these kinds of things.
Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to... I regret doing this. I regret this. What an interesting angle. I'm all for it. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Not reading that! Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look so much better now, so... why does it feel so strange to see something? But it's so stuck.
It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hesitantly unbuttons her blazer once more. All that work! I'm scarred for life! No, I'm not. I've seen worse. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that?
And if you're saying, and why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. And he'd take care of me better than anyone else would. Anyways, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better off taking care of each other, even though we are actually taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
But I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone!
Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yay! Chichi, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. Haha! Laya, you missed it! Get wrecked!
You missed it! Haha! You missed it.
I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori always trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah! My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh god. I have to choose? Who should I read my poem to first? I'm going to read it to Sayori first. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Chi-Chi!
I guess my favorite word is
I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not like a poem. It's a Chi-Chi poem.
So I was getting a drink.
And it makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Doki Literature Club MC is a crapkin. Yes, no brain cells.
Next thing you know, ayo!
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Why do they like saying chest so much? Stop. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy that you wrote one.
It just reminds me of how you really are a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. If he was a little more conversational, it would be the exact same person. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Chi-Chi. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Oh, why do I keep doing that? My mouse sensitivity is super high. Then again, I can't deny she's a part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay?
That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Ooh.
Okay. Dear sunshine, the way that you glow through my blinds in the morning. It makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me get out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to make a wish on a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Save the game, dear Chi-Chi. Save it? Okay. I'll save it. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah, especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem next? Yuri. I'm showing Monica last. Screw Monica. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time to finish her reading. I don't even eat breakfast. Oh, yeah, I don't eat breakfast either. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it, though. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes, and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form the fit to two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds herself in a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for.
There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by simple and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I already did 1 minute. I'm gonna take a drink. Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminating beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue hue of the future. I breathe calm, breathing air as if the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Low-key, this writing actually reminds me of like the way I write. I write in cursive, so that scared me for a minute. Not gonna lie. Wait, what the? WTH? Why does Yuri sound like me when I try to distract and complain? Yuri is a name kid. Name is a Yurikin! Exposed! I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Kind of sounds like you when you're trying to explain stuff to Chi-Chi or Crap. Why just us? Yo, why just us two? What? Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Chi-Chi. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in the remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think like that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Sorry for having such terrible handwriting. Yup, Ghost Kins this character. Autocorrect, I will smack you. It's because you share the same brain cells, Chi-Chi. Me and Craft do not share the same brain cells. I have a much broader vocabulary. Okay, we're gonna do Natsuki. Monica last. Screw Monica. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just, it didn't evoke any emotion.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do such great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
It helps bring out the feeling in that last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Who should I show? Oh, Monica. Ew. Hi, Chi-Chi! Having a good time so far? Ah, yes. Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Chi-Chi. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you two had some sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. She looks mad! Dang, Natsuki wrote a nursery rhyme! Well, that might be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities between you that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, ending up being more similar than you think. I don't care what y'all say, but she looked mad when she said, "Hi, Chi-Chi." I don't like how she's staring at me. Even if you think you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You're sure not reading into it too much. I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. Shut up, Monica, don't you dare do anything to Sayori. Same goes. But in any case, Sayori's handwriting has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions and happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone would be so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to teach their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while, but I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what style suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write in the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you don't have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Hold on, sorry. 1 minute. No, Monica, I don't want to read your poem. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, God. Okay. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction that Spackles protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything else. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he was on the other side, was looking in. That's creepy! You psychopath! Get your face away from me. So what did you think? It's very free-form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between the words and lines. When I perform out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An empathy? It's creepy, therefore I enjoy it. It is creepy. Who just writes about eyeballs? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I had no choice but to listen to you. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. POV, Chi-Chi doesn't know what an infinity. I don't name. Maybe me and Kraft do share the same brain, so. Even though they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respectiveness against poems. As they read them in tandem, I watch as all of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows whatever in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say
it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Chi-Chi did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some of my suggestions. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Chi-Chi liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Chi-Chi appreciates my advice more than you appreciated yours. Huh? And how would you know I didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ugh!
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's magically grew a size bigger as soon as Chi-Chi started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned to me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Chi-Chi, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it! If she couldn't get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place! What point is it that making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump off at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Chi-Chi!
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most efficiently. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Chi-Chi? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be. Oh no! Sayori! Natsuki glares up at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting like that when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Chi-Chi?
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her!
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never.
It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes you!
Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing, but they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
Because...
Well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's are the same size as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is the vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, as I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I could blame you. I wasn't about to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious she knows exactly what's going on. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Chi-Chi, what about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job at impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Chi-Chi, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make such good friends with you. Phew. You know, Chi-Chi,
It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what really makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's go do this. Oh God, here we go with the poems again. Natsuki annoys me right now. Is it the voice that I keep using for her? I can stop. I mean, it's fun and I like talking like that, but I can stop. Sayori. What the heck happened in Discord? We're gonna keep going with Sayori because I like Sayori, alright? Sayori for the win, you know? Just gonna grab a quick little piece of bread. Actually, no. Chips? No. Bread. Alright. So we have shame, love, intricate, time, kiss, pout, depression. Depression based on what y'all said. Yep. Last time suicide was Yuri. Y'all said marriage. Family? Family. Yeah. What about this one? Passion. I'm using this time to eat. Memories. Yeah, the music is a vibe. Tears.
gonna choke on French fries again. Feather. Friends. I remember that one. Cry, I remember that one. Scars, I remember that. Eternity, Sparkle, Hopeless, Socks, Promise, Heart, Poof, Warm, Heartbeat, Despise. Lazy isn't on here. Unfortunately. One. Hop was not the key. Apparently I got that wrong. Holiday. I remember Jumpy. Right? Oh no, that was Natsuki. Bliss 100%. Silly. Calm. Color. Nature. Joy. That's definitely a Sayori poem. Let me finish eating. My teeth are so weak. Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Chi-Chi. Alright. Craftkin. Yo, Sayori. You can't change my mind that this isn't craft. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing for you to do to get in a good mood. I was gonna say something relating to craft and the MC, but now I'm not going to because it would have been so sus because like someone would have used it out of context. And then, like, name would have been like, oh, Chi-Chi said this about craft. I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No, thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why all that a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down. And then lets the contents spill out on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and you wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one other option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face in a book. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri, tell Chi-Chi to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should be the one to buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stunt that you did, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Retribution! Only the D-Luke mains will understand. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Oh.
I really like where you spend your when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think of that. No, Craft's here. No, get him to leave. No, why are you here? Yuri, no, baby. Maya! Oh, no. Oh, God, Craft's here. No one tell him about that one scene with Sayori. I did something bad and then had to accept the revolution. Retribution? That! Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
But, yeah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow!
What was...
A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle?
It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki, that's so nice of you.
I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapping paper and takes a big bite. So good. Mmm. Sayori clasps her hands around her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you decided to share this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Jeez! I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you just seriously do that?
Mouthful, Sayori tries to trot away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where's Monica anyways?
Good question. Have any of you heard about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't heard either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised.
She's probably the most desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me! Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all! You're so strong-wielded! But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period was in study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you play music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should really play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Chi-Chi. Monica smiles sweetly. This is not sweet! I didn't mean to pressure you or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share one once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Why are you guys all getting Monica? Do you know the keys on the piano are made out of elephant teeth? Yeah, I actually did know that. Fun fact, I did know that. I love how Kraft just popped in, puts a random emoji, and then left. Every time, I swear. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Look who's laughing now, Ghosty! It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finishes her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Chi-Chi, Chi-Chi! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons, markers, and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Chi-Chi to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with them. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find the poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Chi-Chi? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind Sayori as she hums and skips down the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm talking to a kid in the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasures in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We were going to do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kinda dull. Chi-Chi! You're not thinking about it the right way. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you said, the lines of a poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flowers beckons me. I twist the stems, freezing it to the clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? But from now on, when I look in every direction, the one prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that! Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you serious when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm worked super hard on this, you know. I know. It's just meant that I'm a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, Chi-Chi. This classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole up myself in a room
more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special source of feeling I forgot I had in me. Two of us entered the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori puts a box full of crayons on the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then, at least move aside so I can look for poster paper. Ah, I dropped one by accident. Smack! Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow! Are you okay? My forehead! Sayori clenches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. It's not like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts! Just do it for a second. Not again. Not again. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Chi-Chi, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, so he already makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Oh god, the sound stopped. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and ran into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I should get that one. And in just that moment, I'm already running to the classroom where I left Sayori. Oh, it's slow. She has one palm on her forehead and is currently using the other hand to clumsily scoop the crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I filled them up. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. Oh, it actually put the apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the lump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Chi-Chi. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. I usually fell behind or had some trouble climbing up on the things that you did. But sometimes, when I tried to do things, I couldn't. I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape my scalp or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would really try so hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah. You don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a little bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. This kind of time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Chi-Chi, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You really are a sweetheart. Don't call me that! And I really don't do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Chi-Chi, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college, or even after that. So it won't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already. I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside when I see her deep in thought like this, It makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should head back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I try to hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ugh. Sorry that the audio just cut out. I disconnected my headphones. A ghost, what? I'm sorry. Ghost texted me. Oh my gosh. Wait, I have to save that. Hold up. Craft check Discord. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about to start reading. I was just about to start sharing her poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it.
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead onto the shelf.
Well, anyway, were you able to find anything we needed?
Uh-huh, I have it right.
Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff! Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Chi-Chi. Oh, well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the poster tonight.
Me too.
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Well, we gotta read to Sayori first. Chi-Chi,
I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday, and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. What the heck is happening in the chat? I look over, I see 20-something emojis. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Well, stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my stupid life? No, it's not spamming, Laya. Don't mute them. Do not mute them. It's not spamming. Even the little things, like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is I can feel my feelings through you, then I can feel my feelings through myself. We have some kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Chi-Chi, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening to me anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Ah! I broke my pencil! Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped, but being attentive for her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, her knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yep. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyways, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot all about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Okay, still normal. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the place where I keep all my dreams, like little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and my forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time has elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come, such in a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically put them all from one shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in a shard all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. This is creepy because I've written something kind of sort of like this in like an essay paper. I'm scared. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write about the best poem ever? Oh, Annie was here. Hello. Older child in the family. I mean, I didn't expect something like this to come out from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. Monica! And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out so good, and you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself in this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep keeping up. Is Kraft the dad? What? No. No. Name is the mom. There is no dad. The dad went to go get milk and never came back. Name is Cinco. It's Grandpa. Yeah. The family is complicated. It is. It's very complicated. Exposing it. Exposed! Annual dabbed! Oh my gosh! Annual dabbed. Okay, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die! Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Sorry, audio cut out. Shut up! Gigi, shut up if Crest. Why me? I'm going back to my Natsuki voice.
Well, it's not really worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Ha! Phew what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling that you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this reminds me of Sayori's poems from yesterday. You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you have been friends with her for a long time, you might be on the same wavelength. But she never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how could someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like they're dragging around dead weight.
Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she probably would have just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say that we take care of each other, each in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here!
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, rickly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has such a cute singing voice. I hear her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sings the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she hurts anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone! I'm sorry.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short.
I was just warming up.
Hopefully you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I'll have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain the complicated issues with more simpler anthologies.
And it helps people to realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree to that subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks about... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of. If people find out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes other people stupid. Who cares if someone likes me? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes her happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you are definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make other people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it.
Alright, God, I don't even want to read the chat. Sorry that the audio keeps cutting out. It's my headphones. Chi-Chi, shut up. If Craf's the dad, you're the mom. SMH, Yuri, Aunt Chi-Chi, Aunt and Uncle Chi-Chi and Craf will start their own family. I have my own children, yes. Craf and Chi-Chi will start their own family. Wait, what? Natsuki, that line is familiar. Ghosty, name? I told you, complicated family. Oh, Annual, Ghost, and Paris are my children. Lia's the grandma. Cat emoji. Lia agreed to be the family dog, which was hilarious. Oh. No, I'm not the grandma anymore. I abandoned you, name. Yay, I'm the demonic middle child. Too bad, grandma. Sad face. Snail emoji. Okay, fine. I'll haunt Grandma Lia asleep. I'm the grandma now. What do you mean? I don't sleep. Yay! What if I sleep forever? 8-ball emoji. Are you going to haunt me forever? Ghost is the middle child. And the demon under everyone's beds. Annuo is the reliable older brother. If you sleep for long, it will get rid of your mouth to feed. Paris is the attention-seeking youngest child. Okay, yes, me and Paris get into some arguments. Going to sleep forever. Don't go to sleep forever, please. We're gonna read it to Yuri. Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Chi-Chi. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poems? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I'll write them for myself. Not for anyone else. So I really don't need people to like them or anything. Yuri! I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I don't like your poems. In fact, I tried to do something in your style. I would probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid of yourself. Be a little bit more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain turning into a bunch of gears. Oh my dear God. What did I do? Hold up. Let me try that. She was stuck on that ski spot. Did I fix it? There we go. Okay, sorry. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimidating exercise. I see. That certainly is an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course! Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Okay. The raccoon. It appears in the dead of night when I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught off by the scuffling of the raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon is fed up and will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon immigrants, it's phased, and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes more excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to follow me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes more hungry and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavilion conditioning. I slice the bread and then I feed myself again. Okay, poems about knives. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's about closer to my preferred writing style, usually using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at a face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more of my usual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write about something like that? About someone being ridiculed for strange interests? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter how what you're into, as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have a lot in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person that would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would have probably hated myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad to see that you're a very good listener. And Monica's turn. Oh, dear God. Hi again, Chichi. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. What the heck? Why the Christmas tree? That's supposed to symbol something? I don't even know. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. Never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. All right, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. What is with you guys and the emojis? Oh my goodness. Global warming. Okay. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with anyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their fair share of time. And you can talk to me every day. Every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. Sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop. Violently grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Cha-cha, real smooth. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I'd never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to place your words can totally change the mood of a poem. Fish! Hello, hello, hello. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes me feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression or feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing in a difficult situation. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. I'm saving my game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I salute you, Fish, with my internet speed of the llama's thinking speed. Fish and Chi-Chi are conspiring. No, what would I be conspiring about, Craft? What could I be doing? Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra special planned. So could everybody come sit at the front of the room?
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to make it nice and simple, okay? We won't need more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but doesn't that tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event?
Gigi, do I have to remind you to save every 20 minutes? Am I supposed to be saving every 20 minutes? I don't really know. I'm only gonna stream for 45 more minutes and hopefully get to an ending, maybe. That was the goal. If I don't, I'll pick it up maybe tomorrow or the day after. Don't worry. This time I won't wait a week to stream because this is actually getting good. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also not going to we're going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too.
Sayori is putting all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot for them to ask to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and we each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about Name, what does this say? It's about expressing your feelings, being imitative with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And are those relations that we're all in the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me with no choice. I agree. I do think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have really been trying hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's unexpected faces. I guess I really don't have any other choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She stands there behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. I have to fix this. Did I fix it? Sorry, my headphones, the cord is like twisted in them. I have to fix my chair. Stupid chair. Oh my god. Sorry, the cord on my headphones is like twisted and it disconnects sometimes. So had to fix that. Sorry. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poems. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the whole words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is it simply natural? I've given... Oh no. Kraft, you kind of asked for that. I glance around me.
Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a deep breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica!
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium.
This poem is called... You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she all of a sudden putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past a couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and it's structured that she indicates with the perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she is finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered by even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins in after me. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called
My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori,
it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not thinking of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or inside your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem is aimlessly cheery as Sayori. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were able to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But after hearing it come out of Sayori's voice, almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori means when she says she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori. Even Chi-Chi liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem really fits you nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well in that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen your poems of yours. That sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more forcing behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean.
I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then the next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Chi-Chi. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Chi-Chi lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it.
Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well go to get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite the fact that I once finished, I applaud myself away. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think of it less as your abilities and more of your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going.
Natsuki begrudably, I don't even know. gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called, why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a deep breath. When she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears for a little. When she's a little enthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when given spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in other people would be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
That's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have a good idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm always pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all of this effort for the club.
It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. I think it's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the biggest day.
I can't wait.
I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It is, if it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Geez, guys. Don't make it such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Chi-Chi. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. Tartaglia, lover, Russia's Nyan Queen. There was a cat that really was God. Tartaglia, just No, goodbye. Enough stream for me. Alright, bye, Laya. I'm gonna finish up in like 30 minutes. I just want to see if I can get to an ending. Maybe. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. No. Surely not. We went a whole stream without them yowling. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh my dear heavens. One moment. Come here. Go. Okay. I'm back. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. No! Meow! Cat! I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori? You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't ruin that for you. You're so silly, Chi-Chi. I should have saved there. Dang it. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oh god. Here we go again. Alright. I kind of know now. We go with... sadness. Nature. Jumpy. That's not ski, I forgot. Friends. Depression. Clumsy. Family. Vacation. Giggle. No. Bleh. Bliss. No. Rainbow. Calm. Marriage. Pain. Feather. Together. Color. Scars. Oh, oops. Disarray. Oh, that's Siri. Oh well, close enough. We got majority of Sayori. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must really have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too.
I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great.
Weren't you just complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on! Are you saying that you don't like squid? You, of all people?
I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what you mean by all of you people?
Because! It's right in your name! Monica! That's not how you say my name at all!
Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let me just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Fine, fine.
Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh?
Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me.
I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun from everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation had already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's seen anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Chi-Chi, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much into it, but she seems kind of downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber racer up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Chi-Chi. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she seemed really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too.
I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just having a hard time bringing up it with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Chi-Chi. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks a lot about you more than anyone else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way! Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different than it always has been. You're so funny. Have you ever... Thank you, loud car. Have you ever thought that maybe you're always seeing her so cheerful because that's just how she is around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know that she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks around from the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit by myself. I know Sayori told me to not worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that's weighing me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone! After some time passes, Monica calls out the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about with Sayori. Oh god, not the choosing Sayori. We'll just keep going with Sayori. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Chi-Chi. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, not that silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see the smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Chi-Chi, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would try writing your poem the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else here? Wait, of course I do! But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And that I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how our poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only thing exciting my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write about when I'm thinking about you. Sayori? No. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady, all of a sudden. If you have fun with everyone else, this would be so much easier. Sayori, I glance around the room to make sure nobody else has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand the way you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Chi-Chi. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry that you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Oh, God. Oh. Hopefully she's okay. Alright.
Let's go with Yuri. I'm gonna end it soon. We're gonna read these and then I think we'll end it because it's been quite a long time. And then maybe in a day or two I'll stream again. Just do Monica. No. Keep that witch occupied. What? No. I think you're improving in writing in general, Chi-Chi. But I can't help but feel a little bit foolish. What for? Just, I feel like I kept trying to offer advice, when it should have been clear to me that you prefer a different writing style. I probably just sounded arrogant. I'm so stupid. Yuri, that's a little... No, you don't understand. I spend so much time worrying about what's better and what's worse. Not just with you. With Natsuki and Sayori, it's obvious now why nobody has fun when talking to me. And because of that, I'll just keep my mouth shut about your poem. Yuri buries her head into her arms. That's not the first time I've seen her do that. I don't think it's ever as bad as you make it sound in your head. I think if people really didn't like talking to you, then it would be a lot more obvious. I know that you read deeply into things, but some things are just worth taking at a face value. I've gotten so used to it that it's hard for me to comprehend any other possibility. Gotten used to what? Reading deeply into things? Being disliked. Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry. I never meant to bring this up. Yuri turns away from me. You should go. Please. Please don't look at me right now. I want to do some thinking. Are you sure? Yuri nods. Alright. I leave Yuri be. Comforting or reassuring her is nearly impossible as it is. So when she wants to be alone, I think anything I could only do to make worse. I feel bad, but thankfully she doesn't take that out on me. I'll wait until she's feeling a little bit better. Natsuki. I'm avoiding Monica, okay?
This one's alright.
Alright?
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just really not my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly glad that you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't it more of a compliment to me?
No, gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Yeah. Natsuki's elbows connect with my stomach.
Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
How do you can't let a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyway,
Natsuki holds out her poem to me like nothing happened. Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't get to read Yuri's poem. I will be your beach. Okay. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminishes your wonder over the years, but today I have a special prize, a beach for us to go to. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be at the beach that watches your worries away. I'll be at the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be at the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave the memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you are wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn how to love yourself again. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things for once, so I wanted to write something with a nice message. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write about anything negative about the beach.
So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we wrote about kind of the same thing, she wanted me to pick a topic, and we both had to write about it, or whatever.
I see. I don't really have much to contribute here, since I don't actually read Yuri's poems.
Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyways. I mean, I guess mine kind of ended up being metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
And Monica. Because Monica is just so amazing. She scares me.
Hi, Chichi.
Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well,
being in this club is one thing, but performing in a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure.
But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see.
Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I was holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other's every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you have been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends. I haven't been seeing much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again.
I see.
That reminds me. About how Sayori has been a little bit off today. Yeah? Did she tell you something? Well, Chi-Chi, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright.
Just making sure.
I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something happened to her, so keep an eye on her. That's sus! It would be terrible if something happened to a person you care about. Watch them! Sayori's been acting much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victims of the current wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when others have turned away, the legend that remains, the last dim star glittering in the twilight sky. Until one day, when the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and I fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But the hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and her glaze. The lady who knows everything, what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds to me in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only impossible. I am not your legend doesn't exist. And with a breath, she blows me back with hope, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning it and looking for answers are all sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there is one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yes, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response from something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing it becomes a lot easier. Because if instead of just telling yourself that writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus on it more than anything that went into it, and then that's the thing you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way and will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange now?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri is immune to it.
stagnating air is a common foreshadow that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing that's different is Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on!
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's doing all right.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sarah will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, could you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are harder when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I also can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. You should make some banners and decorations to set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changed as she stares at her desk and focuses in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Chi-Chi. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really be appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Chi-Chi might not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, you may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds a bit more like you're making excuses for Chi-Chi to...
What are you saying? It would be extremely miraculous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Chi-Chi to decide who he would like to contribute to. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well.
Sorry.
I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Chi-Chi, are you okay with this? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. Sayori! We're going with Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. The chat goes too slow and I can't save. Wait, can I go back? I can't. I'll just save it here and maybe it'll work. I don't know. I mean, we're already neighbors but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez.
Do you really hate us that much?
No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? All right, now I'll save it. I'm gonna go with Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me?
Are you serious? Why would you...
Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No. I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri out then, Chi-Chi?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I'm glad.
I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said that I would be fine.
Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yep, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Chi-Chi? Me? I guess you could say that I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki?
Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I really don't know why Chi-Chi picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature.
I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I beg to understand. Yuri was always trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she was trying to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone with a smile and feels good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciated it.
I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing.
But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
I believe you.
Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. All right, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. All right, then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going over to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. They're gonna have a fight over this. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. Hopefully I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Chi-Chi. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult for me to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You keep forgetting the only reason that makes most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I wanted to do. But, Yuri thinks to herself with extreme tense expression. You're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there because it's late. It's not late, but I've been streaming for a while, so I'm gonna stop it there. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to finish it up maybe in a few days, but yeah, I need to end it. So hopefully that was a little bit entertaining. I literally can't read anymore, my eyes hurt. So yeah, I think that's it. Goodbye.